up to speed on the latest in sports. I'm Angela Lagunzad. The TNT Tropang Giga extend their winning streak to 6, while the Barangay Ginebra Gin Kings bounce back from 2 consecutive losses in the PBA Governors Cup. Marty Bautista with the details.
Here's Malonzo going straight to the rack. Door-to-door delivery for Jamie.
The Barangay Ginebra Gin Kings established an early advantage over the Blackwater Bossing in the PBA Governors Cup. The Kings unleashed a 15-3 run to take a double-digit lead in the first quarter. From that point, it was all Ginebra as the Bossing tailed until the end of the game. Final score, 119-93 in favor of the Gin Kings. With the win, Ginebra bounced back from 2 straight losses to improve to a 4-2 win-loss record. Blackwater, meanwhile, continued to spiral with its 6th consecutive loss, sinking further to a 1-7 record.
We pride ourselves on ball movement. We've done that, conference after conference, and we pride ourselves on our unselfishness and to our teammates. So I think that's something that we look for every game. I don't think we did anything special. I just think we came out and played our game.
Switch. Kelly on him, but Perez leaves him.
If the first game was a blowout, the second game between the San Miguel Beermen and TNT Tropang Giga was as close as it could get. Tied at 100 with 50 seconds left, TNT vet Jason Castro drained a 3-pointer to push his team ahead 103-100.
Castro for 3. Yes!
Just leaving him with too much room.
On the other end, Simon Enciso's 3 was off the mark, but SMB import Cameron Clark was there to clean up the mess and tie the game again.
Enciso for the tie! And that doesn't drop, but the putback is good. Plus the foul.
In the last possession of the game, TNT import Ronde Hollis Jefferson missed on a tough shot. But Calvin Oftana grabbed the offensive rebound, then laid it in for the win.
Unable to put it in. Oftana for the win!
Final score, 105-103 for TNT. The win pushes the Tropang Giga to solo first seed in the standings with an 8-1 record. San Miguel's right below with a 7-2 slate. TNT took the win despite missing R.R. Pugoy and Mikey Williams, 2 of their top scorers due to injury.
I just want to come into a game knowing that all my weapons are there, and I don't want somebody missing over there. And because right now, they know how to play off each other, and they're beginning to see the strengths of each other.
PBA action continues on Wednesday as the Northport Batang Pierre take on the Terra Firma Jeep at 3 p.m., followed by the Rain or Shine Elasto Painters versus the Magnolia Hotshots at 5:45 p.m. Catch the games live on One Sports and TV5. For News 5, Marty Bautista, We Are One News.
Speaking of Pogoy, the Gilas mainstay will be out of the national team roster for the 6th window of the FIBA World Cup Asian qualifiers slated this week. Pogoy is still nursing an ankle injury sustained during a game versus the Meralco Bolts last week. His looming absence adds another blow to the Gilas pool, already reeling from a shortage in front court personnel. Japeth Aguilar is also injured, while Kai Soto has opted out ahead of his stint in the Japan B-League. Gilas plays Lebanon on February 24 and Jordan on February 27, both at the Philippine Arena in Bulacan. Team Yanis takes down Team LeBron in the annual NBA All-Star Game at Salt Lake City in Utah. The score 184-175. Damian Lillard of the Portland Trail Blazers drained the 3-pointer that got Team Yanis past the target score of 182. Jason Tatum won All-Star MVP honors behind an All-Star record 55 points, including 10 3-pointers. The Boston Celtics surpassed the previous record of 52 points set by Anthony Davis back in 2017. Giannis Antetokounmpo only scored the game's first points and then exited for the night due to a right wrist injury sustained a few days ago. LeBron James also had to leave early after a right hand injury while trying to block a shot. More sports stories still ahead after this quick break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching the game on One News Now. I'm Angela Lagunzad. Day 2 of racing at the Australia Sail Grand Prix was cancelled after bad weather destroyed boats. Strong winds blew the Canadian wing sail into a marquee while being lifted by a crane and crashed to the ground. Organizers say that so far no one was seriously hurt during the event. Other boats also sustained some damage. Sail GP CEO Russell Coutts says the event is likely to push through, but with a few potential changes or compromises. The next event is the New Zealand Sail Grand Prix on March 18 and 19. The FIFA Women's World Cup trophy was displayed in Melbourne over the weekend before heading off to a 32-nation tour. The trophy will be passed on to all 32 of the tournament's participating nations ahead of the actual competition on July. The Philippines will receive it for the first time on March 1. Countries also receiving the trophy for the first time are Colombia, Costa Rica, Denmark, Morocco, Ireland, and Vietnam. The FIFA Women's World Cup is happening from July 20 to August 20 this year, with the United States as defending champs.
This is, well and truly, the festival of women's football has started. We're really looking forward to what will be an incredible year ahead in terms of the FIFA Women's World Cup. It's going to be extraordinary. I wanted to thank all the parents, all the players here today who've come all the way into town to be part of this special event.
The Philippine women's football team remain winless in the Pinatar Cup in Spain after losing to Scotland 2-1. The Scots drew first blood after Lauren Davidson found the back of the net in the 39th minute. The team doubled their advantage after about an hour into the game off a corner that paved the way for a Rachel Corsi goal. Meryl Serrano scored the Filipinas' breakthrough goal in the 90th minute from a free kick, but the Pinays were denied in their next attempts. The Filipinas will seek to end the Pinatar Cup on a high note when they face Iceland on Wednesday. A 50-year-old Filipina-American finished strong in one of the world's biggest race events. Along the way, she also raised funds for children in need back in her hometown of Negros Occidental. Gretchen Ho tells us the inspiring story of Julie Oichiya.
7 marathons, 7 continents, 7 days. The World Marathon Challenge is one of the most grueling, physically demanding, and logistically challenging races in the world. For 7 straight days, participants flew from one continent to the other, braving the strong winds and freezing temperatures of the Antarctica, all the way to the hot and humid weather of Brazil. Among the pack of runners stood out Pinay Julie Oichiya, who carried the Philippine flag proudly with her as she started off an adventure of a lifetime.
Sometimes you can't really see anything anymore. You just keep going, and I just want to raise the Philippine flag in Antarctica. And that was my goal, and I want to finish. I want to raise the flag.
There were those who couldn't make it to the finish line, but the Negros-born Oichiya kept on and finished 4th in Antarctica, 3rd in Cape Town, South Africa, 2nd in Perth, Australia, and then went on to win the Dubai, Spain, Brazil, and Miami legs. Oichiya won 4 out of the 7 races, but went head-to-head in the overall results with USA's Keen Derdere, who finished with a faster average time of 3:49.23, just 4 seconds below the time of Julie. Still, it was a champion's conquest to finish the challenge and win the races.
This has pretty much consumed my life in the last 9 months of rigorous training. I mean, we've done back-to-back marathon distances in trainings.
The more impressive feat, Julie is about to turn 50. She says she only started running seriously at the age of 44 because of her sister, who is also a runner. The registered nurse migrated about 30 years ago from her hometown in Bacolod and is now working as a director for clinical services in Arizona. But even with the distance, she's never forgotten where she came from. Julie, like many others who took part in the World Marathon Challenge, is running for a cause. She's decided to adopt the Kalipay Negrense Foundation, a non-government organization that takes care of disadvantaged kids.
Kalipay, we rescue and we take care, full-time take care of abused children. And I'm talking of really little children with a lot of trauma.
I just saw the faces of those kids, you know, the longing for love and affection. And these are abused kids, neglected kids. And we saw how the staff at Kalipay embraced them, loved them, and just giving them a chance to a new life.
As of today, Julie has raised about $30,000 or about 1.6 million pesos on her GoFundMe page, which she says her husband has promised to double. Now, all of the proceeds will be used to build a healing center for the children of Kalipay.
She's a huge blessing. My God, she's a Filipina, Gretchen, and she's from Negros.
For the kids and the Philippines, Julie has served as a bright light, and her undaunting spirit has definitely made long strides all over the world and in the hearts and minds of many.
Hard work, determination, commitment, having that strong mindset that you can do something and just make it happen. Mabuhay. Mabuhay. Yeah. Very proud.
Gretchen Hall, We Are One News.
For the latest in sports, visit onesports.ph. Meantime, the Newsday continues later at 4:30 p.m. I'll see you then. I'm Angela Lagunsad. Thanks for watching.